Alright, so before you submit the measurements lab to the hub, make sure you have all of the data filled out inside the table. And then I ask that you insert a sample calculation for volume using Word. So to do this, you're going to go to the top inside Word, Insert, and you're going to click Equation. Over here to the far right, use the downward arrow and insert new equation. And this is where you're going to type volume equals, and the equation for volume, 4/3. Want to get the pi symbol. So there should be the pi symbol here in the basic math symbol. Pi r, and I want to raise that to the third power. So let me go r right here, cubed. And a sample calculation is required for most labs in college. So for the sample calculation, I just retype the volume equation, and then I'm going to write 4/3 times pi, and I'll use a radius value from my own lab, 2.375, and all of that gets raised to the third power. So I'll use a script here, close my parentheses, whoops, and to the third. And then I show that that equals 56.1 cubic millimeters. And so for the M, I will also have to make a script here. And there you go. There's a sample calculation using the word insert tool. Now you're going to use Excel to create a scatter plot of mass versus volume. The graph must have a title and the axes must be labeled with quantities and units, include a line of best fit, and display the equation on the graph. You're going to paste a copy of the graph in the space below. So going to Excel, I already have my mass values for the 5 ball bearings as well as the volumes. That's all I need to put in Excel. You're going to go to Insert, you go to Charts, you're going to insert an XY scatter chart with no lines. Now, hopefully, or maybe it doesn't populate the graph with the data. So you'll right-click the graph area, go to Select Data, and you'll click Add. The series names, this will be mass versus volume. My series X values, the X values we're going to have volume, so I'm going to click, drag, hold. Notice I kept the equal sign here. And for my series Y values, keep the equal sign, you click, drag, hold for those Y values, and you click OK. And OK again. You can see I have a nice chart, but it's missing some things. So I need to add axes titles, so I'm going to click the green plus sign, click on axes titles. For the horizontal axis, this is volume, and in parentheses, the units are cubic millimeters, and the vertical axis is mass, and the units are grams. Okay, now we're going to add something else. This will be a trend line. Click that on, and then you're going to need to click this arrow to the right. More options. You're going to click over where it says Format Trend Line. Click these vertical green bars and scroll down to Display Equation on Chart. And here you can see it's got this slope value looks really small, which is to be expected, but I kind of want to change the format. So I'm going to click here. If I have the trend line selected, it says Format Trend Line. I can go to these vertical green bars again, change number from general to scientific, and then it gives me more significant figures to make sure it's on scientific. Now I have a better sense of the trend or the slope. So I'm now going to right click and hit copy or Control C, go back into the Word document, and now I can go Control V, or I can right click to paste. And there you have it. It then says, using the slope of the graph, report the density of the ball bearings. Include the correct units. Mass over volume is density. Mass over volume is the slope. So it's 6.65 e negative 3. That's 6.65 times 10 to the negative 3. I include my units, grams per cubic millimeter, and then I submit this to the hub. Thanks for watching and study well.